the creator of all. The sky bears thousands of tons of clouds, mountains thousands of meters high, and the seas and forests with all the billions of life forms in them. These and countless other details are clear proof of the greatness of Allah. A minute or two's thought will be enough for man to realize that he needs to serve our Creator. In other words, the Almighty Allah, the Creator of all the universe, who controls all the billions of galaxies and the billions of stars in them. Al-Bari, the Maker. He is Allah, the Creator, the Maker, the Giver of form. To Him belong the most beautiful names. Everything in the heavens and earth glorifies Him. He is the Almighty, the All-Wise. There is equilibrium and harmony in everything in this universe we inhabit. As new advances are made, especially in the field of science, the hitherto unknown facts emerge that equilibrium and harmony grow ever clearer. Every system in the universe is the design of a superior intelligence. The possessor of that intelligence created everything within an amazing order. Every single being in the universe and all the billions of living things in this world continue to exist in a most magnificent order. That order in nature never fails. And that has been the case for millions of years. This stunning harmony between the universe and life on earth is a clear proof of Allah's creative artistry. Al-Jabbar, the Compeller. He is Allah. There is no God but Him. He is the King, the most pure, the perfect peace, the trustworthy, the safeguarder, the Almighty, the Compeller, the supremely great. Glory be to Allah. Above all, they associate with Him. The worst mistake that people make is to grow haughty in the face of Allah and become caught up in pride. Beneath this lies man's regarding himself as an entity independent of Allah. Believe that some of his characteristics have their origin in himself, and thus granting himself a separate identity. This, of course, is totally irrational. If we stop to think, we can clearly see that we did not come into this world of our own accord, that we do not know when our lives will end, and no one of our characteristics was given to us of our own choice. In the face of these facts, it is quite obvious how meaningless and unreasonable it is for man to grow haughty in the face of his own Creator. The fact is that man must understand the greatness of Allah and realize that it was He who created him from nothing, and He who gives him his characteristics and potential. Neither must he forget that Allah can take all His blessings back whenever He so chooses, and that all living things must one day die. He must accept that it is only Allah who is everlasting, and must submit himself to Him. That is because Allah has the power to make all those who mistakenly grow proud before Him, who are unaware of their helplessness and turn their backs on Him, bow their heads whenever He wishes. Al-Haq, the truth. That is because Allah, He is the truth, and what you call upon besides Him is falsehood. Allah is the All-High, the Most Great. Time and space, living and dead, are created concepts, just like everything else. A material world was created at a moment when there was no time and space, and the concepts of time and space grew within that world. If we were to go back in time, we would run up against that frontier, which there is no way of crossing. The oldest thing we can ever talk about is the creation of the universe. In fact, the limit identified by scientific circles today is 10 minus 43rd powers seconds after the creation of the universe. Neither space nor time can be defined in the time span before that. At this point, we find ourselves in front of a dimension with neither time nor space. Since these two concepts by which man is limited were created at a particular moment, then there was timelessness and spacelessness before that creation. It is Allah who created these concepts beyond which we can never go, although He Himself is not bound by them. Allah is beyond time and space, for which reason He exists in infinity. He is the only true existence. Everything save His being came into being because He so ordered it. Al-Qahar, the subduer, the all-conquering. On the day the earth is changed to other than the earth, and the heavens likewise, and they parade before Allah, the One, the all-conquering. In the same way that Allah is capable of doing away with people's difficulties and easing their hearts, so He can also condemn them to terrible suffering. The Quran gives examples of nations who were destroyed by punishment sent by Allah. Since they have turned their backs on the true religion and rebelled against Allah, these people were destroyed by great disasters when they were not expecting them. This is a recompense given by Allah in this world to those who disbelieved. But the ultimate recompense those who do evil will get will be eternal torment in the hereafter, because they did not measure Allah with His true measure, and was ungrateful to him in the face of his infinite mercy. Al-Qudus, the Holy. Everything in the heavens and everything in the earth glorifies Allah, the King, the Holy, the Almighty, the All-Wise. Allah is the sole creator of everything on the earth, in the sky, in the depths of space, and under the ground. The order, law, and harmony that we can see just by looking around us all belong to Him. The worlds that we cannot see or perceive have also yielded to Allah. As revealed in the Quran, Allah keeps a firm hold on the heavens and earth, preventing them from vanishing away. And if they vanished, no one could then keep hold of them. Certainly, He is most forbearing, ever forgiving. It is our Lord who creates and maintains all things. Man, the servant of Allah, is totally helpless. He makes mistakes, forgets, is deceived, and distracted. People are both physically and spiritually weak. All through their lives, they have to take care of their bodies and constantly pay great attention to them. If they make their bodies work a little too hard, go without sleep for a few days, or go one day without water, they become very weak. All these things are created for man to think about and learn from. Allah, the creator of all, and the possessor of the most beautiful names, is exalted over all these imperfections. Malik ul-Mulk, the eternal owner of sovereignty. Say, O Allah, owner of sovereignty, you give sovereignty to whoever you will. You take sovereignty from whoever you will. You exalt whoever you will. You abase whoever you will. All good is in your hands. You have power over all things. When you look around you, wherever you are now, everything you see has an owner. The chair you are sitting in is made up of atoms created by its owner. The flower in the pot grows because the sun and water given it by its owner. The ocean you see through the window and everything living in it are there because their owner so wishes. The owner of all these things and the entire universe is the Almighty Allah, Lord of all the worlds. Even your body is under the control of He who created you, quite independently. Your limbs, veins, nervous system, and cells are all the product of your owner's superior knowledge and artistry. None of these things came about because you decided to design and create them. When you first opened your eyes on the world, you encountered both the flawless system in your own body as well as the world live in, and even the whole universe. Yet you owned none of these things before, and neither will it be possible for you to do so of your own will in the future. This fact applies to all people, of course. That being the case, the sovereignty of everything belongs to our Creator, Allah, the Lord of all. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, the All-Merciful and the Most Merciful. He is Allah. There is no God but Him. He is the knower of the unseen and the visible. He is the All-Merciful, the Most Merciful. The infinite compassion and favor of Allah, the All-Merciful, is represented in everything, visible or not. It is these, visible and invisible blessings that allow man to survive. Allah's mercy is everywhere. For instance, it is Allah every day causes billions of seeds to sprout up from under the ground, who covers the whole planet with its internal temperature of 4,500 degrees, with fertile soil, who causes tons of life-giving water to fall from the sky, who at the same time provides food for all the billions of living things all over the world, who creates the oxygen that fills our lungs every minute, and surrounds the countless things He has created with life-giving blessings.